Well, good Friday evening, Southeast Texas. It's meteorologist Kerry Cooper taking a look at our roofing 911 Skycam network here in Beaumont, sponsored by Packard and Prey. The moisture has really been increasing today, and as expected, it's been a breezy day. Been pretty windy. You know, we've had some wind gusts in some areas up to 20 this afternoon. It's going to be warm and breezy tonight across all of East Texas, Southeast Texas as well, ahead of a storm system that's going to give us a pretty good shot at some heavy thunderstorms in the morning. 77 degrees right now, southeast winds at 11. And our roofing 911 Skycam network outside our 12 studios. Beautiful high clouds there. It is partly to mostly cloudy. Cumulus clouds way off in the distance there. Moisture levels are slowly increasing. This camera is sponsored by Mid-County Plumbing. You know, we started out this morning, not too bad, warmed up a little bit this afternoon. Tonight's going to be much warmer with the clouds, breezy conditions overnight, and no rain though really until we get till after 4 or 5 o'clock tomorrow morning across southeast Texas. So lots of clouds. These will produce showers and thunderstorms coming up. Not tonight. Tonight looks pretty quiet. Everything looks good for high school football across southeast Texas. No worries there except a little humid and breezy. All right, over in southwest Louisiana, our roofing 911 Skycam network over there, mostly cloudy skies as well, and temperatures running in the upper 70s, close to 80. And then across southwest Louisiana and southeast Texas, we started out this morning in the 60s. It was cool, especially up in the lakes area, but tonight, area wide, we're going to be in the upper 60s to around 70, as we said, thanks to the clouds and wind across southeast Texas and southwestern Louisiana. Got up into the low 80s this afternoon, not too bad. And let's go up to the lakes area. Oh, a lot of high clouds out there this evening. It's our roofing 911 Skycam network up in Jasper, sponsored by Provalis. Nice sunset, beautiful cirrus clouds across the region. High clouds ahead of an upper level storm system that's going to move across the southern plains and give us a very good chance of showers and thunderstorms coming up toward daybreak. And some of those, as we said, which we'll get to in just a moment, will be pretty heavy across the area. Could see some 1 to 3 inch rains out of this first system that moves through. We'll get a break in the rainfall mid to late morning on into the afternoon before we see another round possibly tomorrow night. Our roofing 911 Skycam network down in Port Arthur is sponsored by Market Basket. You're overcast down in Port Arthur, and temperatures are running in the upper 70s, 79 degrees down in Port Arthur at the present time. We've been dry today. We'll be dry this evening. We'll be dry overnight, so we're going to be in pretty good shape, at least for high school football. But of course, that changes as we head, like I said, after 5 a.m. tomorrow morning. Big line of showers and thunderstorms will be moving into southeast Texas from the west and northwest. And one of our final stops, our roofing 911 Skycam network over in Orange, sponsored by the Horseman's Western Store. We have overcast conditions over in Orange as well. So it's going to be mostly cloudy to cloudy tonight, breezy, warm, and humid, with temperatures much, much warmer. We're talking upper 60s to around 70 for lows tonight compared to what we've had recently. Been pretty cool the last few mornings. We've had 40s and 50s up in the lakes, 50s in the triangle, but not tonight. A lot warmer, humid, breezy, south winds off the Gulf of Mexico. And our roofing 911 Skycam network camera here in Beaumont, sponsored by Packard and Prey, overcast conditions as well. All right, let's go to our weather headlines. Leading the headlines, thunderstorms late tonight. We're talking after 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. Another chance of storms, maybe not quite as intense as we're expecting the ones in the morning to be, but some more thunderstorms possible overnight Saturday night. It's like around midnight to 2 a.m. It looks dry early next week behind this system. Then a stronger cold front is going to move through Tuesday into Wednesday. And it looks like we may have just enough moisture back on Tuesday for a 20% coverage of showers. We'll show you that a little later. That's not a big deal. But that front's going to usher in some chilly weather. In fact, our models just continue to drop on temperatures. Could see highs in the upper 60s, near 70 Wednesday and Thursday of next week. But look at those 40s for lows all the way down to the coastline next Wednesday next Thursday and Friday morning. Wednesday morning will be cool too, low 50s with a little bit of wind. We'll have some fall-like weather coming, finally. First decent front of the season. Satellite view, of course, we have the high clouds moving across the region. These areas of green you see here, that's areas of deeper moisture in the atmosphere. That's where the deepest moisture's been today. Bryan College Station, Brenham, back just southwest of Houston, and some deeper moisture in the Gulf. That's heading our way. That will arrive here around 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. Show's radar is pretty quiet though. A couple of showers south of Houston, and we're a couple near Brenham earlier, but those have faded out at the present time. So it's quiet now, but it's not going to be coming up tomorrow morning, that's for sure. Southeast winds off the Gulf of Mexico. High clouds working across the region. Temperatures in the mid-70s will drop on down, as I said, upper 60s to around 70 in the morning. Okay, much, much warmer than it has been, that's for sure. Look at that, 80 in Houston, 82 Conroe, 84 Huntsville, very, very warm with that southeast flow of moisture off the Gulf of Mexico. So we've been feeling some very nice mornings lately, but tonight's not going to be that way. Tomorrow night won't be that way, but next week will be. We'll talk about that in just a moment as we go to our temperature map. Let's see what's going on. You can tell where the showers and thunderstorms are located. Look at that, 59 degrees in Ozona, 66 Midland, Odessa. There's some heavy showers and thunderstorms out to the southwest of Dallas, producing those cool temperatures. There's big storms out there too. 65 Amarillo, 63 in Childress, compared to 80 in Houston, 80 Lufkin, 85 degrees in College Station, 81 Victoria. So very, very warm out ahead of this low, upper level low, pocket of cold air aloft, very heavy thunderstorms in northwest Texas. 61 Oklahoma City. Look at Fort Smith, 55 degrees, nice and chilly there. Well, very, very nice and cool there. All right, here's where all the action is at the present time. There's our old front moving back to the north. Scattered areas of rain, eastern Oklahoma, western Arkansas. Here's the heavy thunderstorms though, still west of Dallas, but not by much. These storms will be moving into Dallas here in the next hour and a half. That's going to cause some problems for some high school football games there tonight. That's a large area, showers and thunderstorms there. And this extends all the way back east of San Angelo, all the way back into southwest Texas. Big line of storms. These are the storms that will be in our area at around 6, 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. And some of those could be heavy. They'll be moving fairly quickly. The line will be moving quickly through the area. Certainly need the rain. We're going to see 1 to 2, maybe 2.5 inches out of this first line. There's going to be some light to moderate rain for a while behind it. Of course, here comes the moisture out ahead of it, the Gulf of Mexico. And notice even some severe thunderstorm warnings already along portions of that system out in West Texas. And it is a weather impact alert warning coming up for your Saturday morning, and then again for Saturday night. What's causing all this? Upper level low. Been watching it ever since it started developing around Los Angeles. Yes, Los Angeles a few days ago. It's still spinning away east of Albuquerque. These areas of red here, that's upper level disturbances or vorticity coming out of the upper low. And our first disturbance out of this upper low will arrive in the morning with that line of showers and thunderstorms. Off to the east, got a little bit of bridging, which is normal ahead of a trough. There we go, moves on by. I'm going to focus on next week too. Boy, look at the flow next week. Another upper low develops in the southeast part of the U.S. Our flow will be northwest beginning Wednesday of next week. Slight chance of rain Tuesday with this front. But look at the flow right out of southern Canada, right down into Texas and the deep south. It's going to be a decent front. We're going mid-40s for lows right now. We may have to lower that a little bit as we get closer to next Thursday and Friday. Pretty good shot of cool air, chilly air coming down. You will need your jackets next Thursday and Friday morning all the way down to the coastline. You'll see that on the 7-day forecast coming up here in a couple of minutes. But yes, touch of fall. A lot of folks are ready for that. All right, moisture levels. We've been overall, the moisture's been increasing here locally today, but it's been more so to our west and southwest, but it's slowly coming up. It's going to come up rapidly throughout the night. We showed you that in the Gulf. We max out on moisture tomorrow morning between 7 and about 10 a.m. Moisture is going to hang around tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow night. Still plenty of moisture around. System moves on by before daybreak Sunday. No rain's expected Sunday. We are dry. That's some low numbers there. We really start drying out there on Sunday. Monday looks nice too. Monday's going to be dry. Then the moisture levels kind of creep back up, and we'll have a slight chance of showers at 20% on Tuesday of next week, ahead of that stronger Canadian cold front that's going to come through. All right, let's take a look at, of course, every computer model has something different as far as rainfall totals between the thunderstorms in the morning and the thunderstorms again after midnight tomorrow night. Every model's got something different. I thought the Herb model looked pretty good with this. It's giving us about 1.5 inches to 3 inches total. I think that's very reasonable, 1.5 to 3. Now there's going to be some isolated totals here and there that might get 3.5, maybe 4 in a few spots. That is possible. Now this doesn't mean that Orange is going to get 2.70 inches. This doesn't mean that Kerbyville is going to get 2.71 inches. It just gives us an idea of how much rain and we have the potential of falling with this event. You know, that 2.96 could be over Beaumont. That 3 inch there at Huntsville, or almost 3 inches, could be over Orange. These numbers won't be exact, but it gives us an idea of what the potential rainfalls could be. And I'm thinking 1.5 to 3 inches out of both events. All right, futurecast, mostly cloudy overnight. And there's the storms arriving about 6 o'clock in the morning, between 5 and 6. And they look pretty heavy too. There'll be some wind gusts, 30 to 40 miles an hour. One of these storms pulse up, becomes severe. We could see some wind gusts to 60 if a severe thunderstorm develops just along ahead of the line and within the line. The wind shear has actually increased today, taking a look at the atmosphere and soundings across southeast Texas. That'll work through. We'll get a little bit of break. Let's say 9 a.m. to noon, it starts winding down. There'll still be a few little light showers here and there, but a break. And then we'll wait on the next round coming in 1 o'clock tomorrow night into Sunday morning. This next round may not be as heavy as the one as we're expecting in the morning, but maybe another inch to add to that with some lightning and thunder. That'll extend up, of course, in the lakes area as well. And then once this moves through, Sunday looks dry. We'll have some drier, stable air move in for Sunday and Monday. Looks very nice, as we'll show you on the 7-day forecast here in just a moment. Not a good offshore forecast either. Not a good boating forecast. Small craft advisories in effect. South winds up to 20 knots, seas up to 4 feet. Water temperature hanging in there at 80 degrees. All right, rain and thunderstorms toward daybreak. 90% coverage. Lows mid to upper 60s, lakes near 70 in the triangle, so much warmer tonight. Tomorrow, 90% early. We're talking from about 5 a.m. to 8 or 9 a.m. Now, once the heavy part of the line moves through, there'll still be some light to moderate rain behind that, okay, for let's say to about 9:30, 10 o'clock probably, maybe 11.